that he was going to kill your family.
My grandmother, my mother, even my brother.
Denzel Washington just dropped some big claims, saying Jennifer Hudson's rise to fame might be tied to a tragic family loss. It's not just another rumor. People are seriously questioning what goes on behind the scenes in Hollywood. Word on the street is Denzel might have revealed some shocking details about how this tragedy could have played a part in her success. Jennifer Hudson's rise to fame is raising eyebrows, with rumors swirling about a deeper connection to her family tragedy. According to whispers, Denzel Washington hinted that her heartbreaking loss might not have been as random as it seemed. Authorities have confirmed to the Chicago Tribune and Chicago Sun-Times that the man suspected of killing her mother and brother, William Balfour, is in custody. He's being questioned by the police, but Jennifer's 7-year-old nephew, Julian King, who Balfour is suspected of abducting, is still missing, still has not been found, for is on parole, and spent nearly 7 years behind bars for attempted murder and carjacking. The bodies of Hudson's mother Darnell Donnerson and brother Jason Hudson were discovered Friday afternoon in the family's home on the city's south side. If you remember, back in 2008, Jennifer's mother, brother, and nephew were tragically murdered in a case that shocked everyone. While the official story pinned on her brother-in-law, conspiracy theories have always lingered about whether something bigger was at play. Denzel allegedly pointed out some eerie coincidences about how her career skyrocketed right after the tragedy.
My favorite movie is Sister Act 2 because all they do is sing in the movie.
Oh my God,
Was Here to See Me Now. Around that time, Jennifer went from being an American Idol standout to a full-blown Hollywood star, bagging an Oscar for Dreamgirls and cementing as Jennifer Hudson's career skyrocketed. People are starting to question the timing of it all, wondering if there's more to her story than we know. Denzel's alleged comments have sparked fresh talk about the Hollywood sacrifice theory, where celebrities are accused of trading personal loss for fame and success. And let's not overlook how quickly Jennifer became a household name after that tragedy. Denzel reportedly hinted that the entertainment world isn't as glamorous as it appears, suggesting that powerful figures in the industry might be behind certain events to shape careers. Some believe the industry creates its own narratives to control the stars they build up. While it's all just speculation, it's causing people to revisit old interviews, timelines, and even Jennifer's reactions over the years. But here's where it gets even messier. This isn't the first time Denzel's been accused of exposing Hollywood secrets. He's long been outspoken about the pressures of fame and how the industry can ruin lives. Whether he actually made these comments or not, the buzz around them is enough to make people dig deeper into Jennifer's past story and questioning how much we really know about what goes on behind the scenes in Hollywood. Even though Denzel Washington and Jennifer Hudson haven't crossed paths too many times, their connection is undeniable, and it was initially rooted in mutual respect and admiration. One of the most memorable moments that brought them together was during the 47th AFI Life Achievement Award tribute to Denzel. Jennifer performed a soul-stirring rendition of Sam Cooke's "A Change Is Going to Come," and it hit deep for everyone in the room, especially Denzel. You could see him getting emotional as she poured her heart into the performance. "Love you so much, Mr. Washington. You are so amazing. God bless you." Jennifer made it clear that night how much she respects Denzel. This wasn't just about their admiration as artists, it was about the cultural and emotional weight of the song. Let's not forget that very track was featured in Malcolm X, one of Denzel's most iconic films, tying them together in a way that's deeper than surface-level Hollywood. But here's where the story gets even juicier. Despite their warm and respectful relationship, the recent buzz about Denzel possibly exposing the truth behind Jennifer's rise to fame adds a whole new layer to their connection. Denzel has always been open about the darker side of Hollywood, and if he really did speak out about Jennifer's tragic family loss, it's sure to stir up some serious conversation. Their mutual respect doesn't change the fact that Denzel is known for speaking his mind, and if he's calling out something as big as this, people are going to pay attention. His mind, whether this alleged revelation was his way of addressing Hollywood's murky waters or just an observation about how fame often comes with a price. It has fans looking at Jennifer's journey in a whole new light. It's like their connection has taken on an unexpected twist where admiration meets uncomfortable truths. About the industry, they've both dominated. So back in 2008, Jennifer Hudson went through something absolutely devastating. On October 24th, her mom, Darnell Donnerson, her brother, Jason Hudson, and her little nephew. In October, Jennifer Hudson's family was rocked by an unimaginable tragedy. Her mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew, Julian King, were all killed in their Chicago home. The man responsible was William Balfour, her sister Julia's estranged husband. Here's how it unfolded. That morning, Julia had left for work as a bus driver. Balfour, reportedly filled with jealousy and anger because Julia was seeing someone else, went into the house. He shot Jennifer's mom in the back and then killed her brother Jason while he was still in bed. As if that wasn't horrifying enough, he kidnapped young Julian and took off in Jason's car. Tragically, Julian's body was found 3 days later in the car on the city's west side. He'd been shot multiple times. Balfour got arrested the same day, and his background wasn't clean. He'd already been convicted of attempted murder and carjacking before all this. Now, there weren't any direct witnesses, or even fingerprints tying him to the crime scene, so the case was built on circumstantial evidence. Prosecutors had witnesses who said they'd seen him with a gun like the one used in the murders. Fast forward to 2012, and the case finally went to trial. Jennifer actually testified about her family and how she felt about Balfour, which must have been so tough. After 3 days of jury deliberations, he was found guilty of all 3 murders plus charges like home invasion and kidnapping. The court gave him 3 life sentences, plus 120 years, no parole. Jennifer was heartbroken, obviously, but she also said she felt some relief after the verdict. She's even talked about forgiveness. What happened to Jennifer's family was devastating, and despite everything, she's done a lot to honor their memory. She created the Hudson King Foundation, which helps families affected by violent crimes. As for Balfour, he still maintains his innocence, but the evidence against him is overwhelming, and most people aren't buying his story. This tragedy shaped Jennifer's life in profound ways. But instead of letting it destroy her, she's channeled her pain into advocacy, using her platform to stand up for victims of violence and keep her family's legacy alive. It's a reminder of how domestic issues and jealousy can spiral into something so destructive as it usually goes. This whole situation caused a lot of conversation, especially after Jennifer's sudden upswing in the industry, which somehow happened right after all the nasty things that happened to her family. Jennifer's loss sparked wild theories. Over the years, people started talking about sacrifices and her rise to fame. And let's not forget, this is where Denzel Washington's comes into. So here's the deal. After Jennifer's career took off, winning that Oscar for Dreamgirls and becoming a household name, some people started to speculate that her success came at a cost. They claimed her family's tragedy was part of a bigger plan, almost as if she traded that pain for fame. Some believed she got advice from powerful figures in the industry, helping her hit all the right spots in her career. Losing her family was obviously a heartbreaking tragedy, and there's no denying how devastating it was. But the rumors surrounding it have only added fuel to the fire. But the fact that this theory even exists might hint at something deeper, something we don't fully understand. Maybe it's just how people process the darker sides of fame, or maybe there's more to the story.
I have to just take this moment in. I cannot believe this. Look what God can do. It's my grandmother.
Oprah, who has long been regarded as one of the most influential people in entertainment, has faced criticism for a variety of reasons, ranging from her political affiliations to her handling of certain public interviews. Similarly, Mel Gibson has been at the center of numerous controversies throughout his career, including accusations of racism and anti-Semitism. While Denzel hasn't publicly addressed every controversial figure in Hollywood, his track record shows that he isn't afraid to speak up when he feels something is wrong. Denzel's stance on accountability has always been a key part of his public persona. Even though he often stays out of the media spotlight, his actions speak louder than words. He's shown time and time again that he values integrity and respect, qualities that are often in short supply in the cutthroat world of Hollywood. Whether it's confronting disrespect or speaking out on issues of justice, Denzel has proven that he is someone who isn't afraid to take a stand, even when it's not popular. Despite his past confrontations and his ongoing role as a moral compass in the industry, Denzel's name has resurfaced in connection with Jennifer Hudson, especially amid the wild speculation about her success. Whether or not Denzel has spoken out about Jennifer's rise to fame is still unclear. But his presence in these conversations only adds to the growing curiosity surrounding Hollywood's hidden truths. Some are questioning whether he's been a voice of reason behind the scenes, encouraging others to be more transparent about the industry's darker sides. While all of this chatter continues to swirl around Denzel and Jennifer, it's important to remember the bigger picture: Jennifer Hudson's incredible resilience. Regardless of what the rumors say or what people might speculate, Jennifer's story isn't just about tragedy or Hollywood gossip. It's about how one woman turned her pain into purpose, using her platform to advocate for others and make the world a better place. Her story serves as a reminder that no matter how dark life can get, there's always a way to turn things around and create change. Through her foundation, her advocacy work, and her career, Jennifer has shown the world what it means to rise above adversity. She's not just a survivor. She's a leader, a voice for those who need it most, and a shining example of what can be accomplished when someone decides to turn their pain into something powerful. And as for Denzel, his actions over the years have shown that he is someone who values integrity, accountability, and justice in an industry that often prioritizes fame and fortune above all else. Whether he's calling out disrespect at a party or quietly holding powerful figures accountable behind closed doors, Denzel has always been about standing on principle. His past actions, combined with the ongoing conversation surrounding his name, show that he's not afraid to challenge the status quo and speak out when it matters most. Ultimately, both Jennifer Hudson and Denzel Washington have proven that they are more than just the sum of their fame and success. They are individuals who are willing to challenge the system, speak out against injustice, and stand up for what's right. And in a world where Hollywood often hides its secrets behind a veil of glamour and celebrity, their courage to speak truth to power makes them true trailblazers in their own right. Whether it's out in the open or behind closed doors, with everything going on in the entertainment world right now, especially with Diddy, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on whether Denzel will step up and speak out again. You know he's always ready when the time is right. What do you think about Denzel and his fierce character? Do you think he's one of the rare examples of Hollywood representatives who is not afraid to speak their mind? Let us know about it down below. Music.